I'm Evan, and welcome to Gamey. Joining me on the show this week is Naomi Higgins, Xavier Michaelides,
QAnon's Q-Bert's son. Think about that.
and Cass Paige is here as well.
Oh,
You ruined the bit.
we only not clap for Ben. We don't not clap for a person who's a guest. Like that
Yeah,
would
but I feel like that's making Cass feel at home, is letting her be in on the bit where we don't clap for the third person.
Okay, well, let's do it. Now that you know that's what's happening.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
And Cass Paige is here.
The same.
It felt great.
Did you enjoy it?
Oh, well, it felt like I was in a cold bath that I knew was good for my muscles.
It's nice to be a part of something, you know? I just wanted to make you feel welcome.
I do, thank you.
Great way to make people feel welcome is to not give them a clap. It's a Ben Russell thing only. Ben Russell...
Not give people the clap.
Because Ben's ego
Not.
is so... Yeah, don't give him the clap. Don't. Give him Vegemite.
Well done referencing something that happened before we started shooting.
I know, which you said first, but now I'm the first one to say it on camera.
Yeah, you're saying
and I look,
Vegemite. That's disgusting.
I know I look weird, but to be fair, Naomi said it first.
I did. It was an accident, though. I went to say Vegemite, and I said Vegemite.
It was
You'll,
really
And that's
funny.
the
It
kind
was really
of stuff,
funny.
if you watch us live on Twitch, that's
can
the
watch
kind
us-
of gold you're getting.
Yeah, that shit.
We are streaming the recording of the show live on Twitch each week.
Yes.
You can go to twitch.tv/Gamey Show, I think it is, 8 p.m. Fridays.
Great.
And you can see what happens before the show.
You list so much information with a question mark at the end. It's great.
Well, it's because I usually have it in front of me, and I didn't that particular time. But that's I was.
But it encourages the viewer to spark their own curiosity and confirm a fact themselves.
Yes.
The news should be delivered like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you can let us know in the comments if that was right.
They love
There was a car accident today? I think.
Tomorrow's going to be 22
Maybe.
with a shower.
Well, I mean that makes some sense because it's usually it's a guess, it's a prediction.
Shut up.
All right.
Come on, dude. You're supposed to be steering the ship.
I want to thank our new patrons who signed up since our last episode: Tic Tac Mo 22, Eric John E, and Ruben Costanza. Hey.
Well done.
Thanks, Ruben.
Thank
Done
you.
to you.
And also with the Twitch thing, if you wanted to go back and watch that Vegemite bit, which is very funny, you can go and subscribe to us on Twitch because VODs are subscriber only at the moment. It's a sneaky way of making people watch the YouTube show instead of just watching it on Twitch. After the fact.
You gotta really want it.
One more note before we start. We love our dogs here at Gamey Game, but sadly, Steph has recently discovered that her dog Sansa has a rectal malignant melanoma, which needs some pretty serious treatment to remove it before it spreads. So we're helping to raise money to cover the cost of that treatment. If you'd like to chip in, you can donate to the GoFundMe, which we'll link in the description below. And that would be very much appreciated.
We love
Where's
Sansa.
Sansa, come
Yeah,
back.
please
Sansa.
help Sansa.
Sansa, she's off.
Yeah.
That's why we love Sansa. She's her own woman.
Sansa.
She does whatever
She
she wants.
goes away
She's
from
actively
me.
walking away from you.
Every time I've tried to call her, she trots off at a pace that is so slow that I feel, oh my God, it's like I'm not even worth fleeing.
Well, I mean, she has very short legs.
Shake the thing.
Okay.
Yeah, shake the thing.
Sansa. Sansa.
Here she comes.
Sansa.
Not
No, Gonzo.
Not you purple head.
Not you.
But your hair looks very cute, Gonzo.
Not you.
All right, have a treat for your cute hair.
What
you
about
do.
What about the leg standing business that we've just
As I got
witnessed?
it.
Gonzo can get it if he gets it first. Sorry, Gonzo. Gonzo, do you want one?
Gonzo.
The tree went gonzo.
Sansa, you're missing out. Look what
Oh,
you're missing
Tazo
out on.
got it again.
Really?
I don't think Gonzo likes.
Gonzo doesn't
those
have enough.
treats.
He doesn't have enough teeth.
Oh, he's such a little freak.
Oh, is Sansa coming?
Watch him drop it. Oh, that's
Sansa's coming.
Here she comes.
Sansa.
Sansa. Look, Sansa.
Oh, here
No,
comes.
Gonzo. Sansa.
Here comes an angel.
There you go. No.
Oh.
Hang on. How are we going to do this?
Boys.
Is it?
You can learn to throw better. What the hell?
Boys.
It was a tiny little thing.
Have a-
Sansa. Hey, Sansa. Sansa.
You're so bad at this.
Do you want to do it? Hey, there you go.
Yay!
That's all right. She got there in the end. She's very slow. She has butt cancer.
Oh god.
Oh, look at this guy.
Oh my god, look at that.
Stays there.
We don't
Wow.
know.
It's amazing.
Looks like Dobby. When you stand.
Sansa's very cute.
What are the maybe for as a little treat for us a pillowcase for Gonzo?
What?
Like just in case it does
What?
look like Dobby. The little pillowcase outfit.
Oh.
Yeah.
right.
I'll make one.
I thought you were suggesting we just throw him in a bag.
For us.
And I lob him off a bridge or something.
I'm sick of looking at it.
Like it was for us. Maybe for us. Just a nice a pillowcase to cover.
This week, we're going to take a look at Taxi Chaos. But first, what do you think of this? Sony has filed a patent for turning a banana into a PlayStation controller. In fact, they've devised a method for turning one or more passive objects like fruit or a mug into a working controller using image recognition and machine learning.
That's so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
No, I think it's good. So my hands aren't very big, and the idea that I could get someone who had a bigger hand and use them as a controller. Oh, thank you.
These have got quite a long, weird beard on.
I don't know if you've ever seen
Why
this
did
banana.
you give us bananas like
know.
we've never
this is
seen
a banana.
bananas?
This is the banana.
No, I just
So
thought.
they would. So what? They're going to make a. They can just put a wire into this and then use it as a
I
controller.
don't think you need a wire. I think
No,
this
it's camera.
method that they've
so you have to
patented.
sit in a particular way so that the camera can see. That's stupid.
And it wouldn't work that well. Like I've
Yeah.
got an electric toothbrush which supposedly looks at my face on the phone and then maps around, and it never works. It always thinks I'm just brushing down here the whole time. It's fucking stupid, man.
Why would you buy that?
Because I care about my teeth. Maybe you should too.
Why not go
You've
to the
got good
dentist?
teeth.
Yeah, and hence I'm looking after them.
Yeah, right.
What's this diagram?
This is from the patent
Where's
application.
the Joy-Con?
No, there's only two buttons.
Where's the you
Banana.
mean the
I mean,
joystick?
Sorry,
Joy-Con.
yes, the Joy.
Oh, this bit.
What do you?
So you like that, and then
Because it's X and triangle, and I don't know a lot, but I know that's not where they sit. So
Cass
Yeah.
is a gamer.
It's possibly
gamer,
for
so we
a
just-
more. It's possibly for more simplified things.
Surely-
Games where you only need. Yeah, I mean that. I think this probably
Yeah.
makes.
well,
more
you
doing
wouldn't turn it
that.
upside
I
down.
use the controllers
I'm
that are
doing it
purpose
like
built for
it's-
this when you could spend heaps of fucking time making it work for two buttons on a banana and you have to point it at a perfect angle at a camera.
But what if that trick you would do as a kid, where you give a sibling the controller that wasn't connected?
now it is.
Well, no. Now you just use their own hand or their arm or something, and then they're kind of joining in a bit more.
You just grab their arm and go
Yeah.
like that.
Imagine. Okay, so VR was cool, but imagine if your head was the controller, but it wasn't VR and you couldn't see anything. I think
you're onto something.
the part of VR that I really like.
Wait, you can't see anything, and you're like,
Well, the part of VR that I really like.
and your friend is telling you if
as
you're
you-
winning.
Yeah. It's, oh, am I winning? Someone's getting your ears.
What do you like about VR?
That makes you feel a bit sick and like you're falling. So
That's-
I did
that's
the one where
cool.
you are the eagle flying through Paris,
Oh yeah.
and it felt like I was crashing into a building every time I did.
Oh. And you like that?
It's immersive.
You're like, more of this for me.
Yeah, well, to crash into a building in Paris and to never sustain an injury is truly the dream for me.
Cassie in Paris.
Cassie in Paris.
I think it seems to be aimed more towards VR situations, which makes sense, right? So if you've got, because that means with VR, you could have a camera on your head as part of the headset.
Haven't you just handed me the actual schematics for this thing?
Well,
Like I'd understand. You it literally just has the
Yeah,
I/O
right.
bridge and the RAN shit. Oh yeah, I get it. No, it's good stuff. I'm doing some good things here. I like it.
You think it's a clever implementation? It's from the patent. I don't know. It's just
That's the patent.
It's a patent drawing.
They're patented.
It's
So
from
this
the-
is what I'm looking at is a box.
Yes,
Okay.
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
a
this is simply a box, and then
It's a CD.
I don't know what's in a box anyway, so
Yeah.
I can ignore the middle. And then there's some things on the right-hand side. Is this giving examples of things that already exist? Because one of them's a microphone, one of them's a switch, one's a computer mouse, one's a Bluetooth headset, and the other is a banana.
I don't know what all those are.
Why are they numbered?
I assume they're referred to in other parts of the patent document.
Surely, but this is figure 1 and it starts at 20. Why is
Wait,
the
do you have
banana...
another page?
We got a
Patent
different
document?
document. Evan just started handing this around without even knowing what it
Just
is.
handed out random pages.
random pages to
like
us.
we were going to be able to understand this with one page each.
Maybe this could revolutionise like clarinet VR, so you don't have to hear it.
Clarinet?
What am I thinking of? The toot for primary school, and it's...
Recorder.
Yes!
But hang on, both of those are straight. This is quite bendy.
Fucking idiot, get a straight one.
God fucking damn it.
This is more of a phone.
Stupid.
This is a phone thing.
This pisses me off.
Yeah, it's fine.
What's the point?
I know, just
Well-
make a good controller. Don't fucking bananas.
But then
You could just they could just hold a fucking piece of paper if you just want people to be able to you just need something for
look.
it to be against so the camera can see where it is.
Yeah, well, paper is a non-luminous passive object, which is what's detailed in the application.
So why would you need
Any
a
non-luminous passive object.
Yes.
But if it's not passive, so if it's an aggressive object, then you can't use it.
Oh, that will cause some issues, won't it?
So if you got like a, I don't know.
Banana fine, melon, no.
I think what they're talking about there is as opposed to like the PlayStation Move controller, which
It's aggressive.
No, is powered and is luminous. It has
Luminous.
like tracking dots
Right,
and
okay.
stuff on it. Whereas bananas don't have anything.
Doesn't move and it doesn't
powers.
light up. Do you
Doesn't
understand?
do anything.
I get it now.
It requires no power. So
After I read this very clear documentation.
I couldn't be this because we all know I'm luminous and aggressive.
Yeah. That's the two words I use to describe you.
She glows with
Luminous
fury.
and aggressive.
don't you hate it when your controller runs out of battery?
Oh, yeah.
Imagine if you could just pick up a banana and then use that as a control.
I didn't think about it that way.
Powering it need power?
What?
Won't the thing powering the technology require power?
I'm picturing this as like an add-on or whatever, or built into PSVR, for example, which is tethered to your console anyway. So it's powered by the console, so you don't need to charge it up.
But bananas don't last forever. I mean, it'll be all like
No,
bruised and manky by the end of a play session.
Probably won't
That's
save us
true.
money in the long term. Imagine just a big hard sesh of, what are the fighting games?
Sekiro.
Sekiro.
You were playing. You finished that. You were saying.
I finished Sekiro, everyone.
Congratulations.
Did you
If
really?
you were playing that,
I defeated Ishin the Sword Saint.
That's amazing.
I know, I'm pretty excited.
I'm genuinely impressed.
Thank you. I was real aggressive and luminous about it.
but if you were playing that with a banana,
Well,
You
then you've
wouldn't-
got maybe.
Well, and then
that's,
again-
that's porridge for you. You could spend all night doing your PlayStations, and in the morning,
Have a
Yep.
nice soft banana.
pre-mashed porridge.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
that's
Like
good.
is that how you liked banana?
you
in
know,
porridge?
sometimes as a kid, Dad would make us like mashed banana and like warm it up in the microwave. That could be what you have after you play.
Wait.
your game.
Anything else or
As-
just
as a
mashed
nice
banana in the
treat,
microwave?
Evan's
I think
dad's
it was
surprise.
just mashed banana.
Oh my god.
Is that bad?
That's not a treat.
Oh, that's
I think
That's a
maybe.
punishment.
I think maybe it had a little bit of sugar in it.
yeah.
I hope so.
A little bit of sugar.
Say that now.
No, you're only saying that in
Seeing the
retrospect.
look on our faces.
Yeah. You realised how dumb a treat that was.
What's
You
wrong
said
with
it had
banana?
sugar in it,
Banana's
like
good.
you're
Nothing
like,
wrong with it. There is
Microwave
sweet.
banana?
What?
Mashed microwave banana.
I think that's what it was.
Do you have a special name for it?
I don't know. I can't. I was a kid. I was very young. I can't remember.
Were you talking like a baby? Were you like a baby having
Is this
it?
baby food?
Yeah, if it's a baby food.
I remember it. So probably not baby, but young. Like
No, Evan, you remember every moment of your life.
not.
Be honest. I have a very clear memory of being born.
What about a mug? This is another one of the non-luminous passive objects referred to in the application.
What do you think they want to do with this? What's the point? Because it can't be that good. They're never going to be able to, when people are like, oh, that wasn't the button I pressed, or that I didn't press it that hard. You're not going to ever be able to get it that good with a banana. Cass?
Money.
Money.
They want money.
Yeah. Who?
You
Let's
think this is
check.
a selling point?
Who owns all the banana farms in the world? I think it's a little place called Sony. Yeah.
This is the work of
Island
Big
of Sony.
Banana.
The island of Sony.
Which,
Yeah, it'd be good if you could do that. That'd work.
You can right now.
No, but I mean, as
In the
part
game,
of this.
if there
Well,
was
I'm
like
sure
a
it'll-
complete phone game.
I've
Complete
mock-up.
phone. A phone game?
So I
Oh,
think
I see. That's
A phone game.
This is
I
the
can't
future. Sony
imagine. I
wants.
can't even imagine that. A phone game?
Yeah, you're just always making calls and like you're just, it's like a simulator, like a phone call simulator. Phone sex simulator.
Okay.
That's just porn.
No, but you get
And
to.
porn makes money.
That's true.
Okay, phone sex simulator, but there is someone on the other end
Yes.
judging how well you're doing. And a phone sex simulation. It's not real phone sex, it's a game. But you speak into the phone as though someone has called up for phone sex.
So you play a phone sex worker,
Yep.
Yep.
but there's a real person on the other end.
Oh, they have to, obviously it's like an
They're
objective
judging,
thing, so
and
they have
if-
to judge.
And if they get horny at the same time, it's a bonus.
Oh, they wouldn't, it's just a game.
Yeah.
But they will be receiving all of your phone sex game.
And I'm sure we could find plenty of people to judge. There are a lot of dudes out there who'd be happy to do
Xavier,
it for free.
I can't hear you. I'm sorry.
Sorry. I'm sure there'd be plenty
Way
of.
better. That's way better.
There are plenty of dudes out there who'd be willing to do this for free.
Isn't phone sex quite interactive though?
What?
Evan?
Isn't phone sex quite
Yeah, that's better.
interactive?
Okay, well, how about we introduce an element where the people judging can give live feedback?
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
as with any game, it's any game with an achievement ranking, you do essentially in that get live feedback to how you're doing. But with obviously a phone sex operating line, you would be limited with the achievements you could get. So yeah, I think that's a great idea. Live feedback from the judge.
Yep.
Like that worm in like political debates, and it's like up or down.
Yes. Okay, if we
And
get
if
a
the
worm
worm-
on the
So they just
screen,
be pressing like yes or no.
If the worm draws a penis, then you've finished. So I ruined the bit. You were so subtle up until I said that.
Oh, what if I got a dick?
Dicks! And then they come!
I've got to go. Not having any more part of that after that. That was
I
disgusting.
had a crack at it and it kind of worked.
Whoa!
Yeah, you could break that, I reckon.
I don't want to.
I know, it's,
think
you reckon?
that's an
Okay.
expensive piece of
I
equipment.
reckon you're strong enough.
Okay, you reckon? Okay, someone say something to me that is hang-upable.
You're fired!
No!
No.
Well,
No.
sounds like she still works for us. She said no.
How'd the firing go? Didn't take.
She didn't take. She still works here.
I hung up on him, and you can too. If you're getting fired, just say no.
That easy.
Can I have that?
Yeah, sure. This is the prototype for Sony, so just if they want it back, you might need to.
Yeah, great. I'll take care of it.
Dogs eat bananas?
Yeah. In fact, whenever he sees a banana, he gets really, really excited.
Do you eat bananas often?
Yeah.
All right.
Like daily?
Almost daily. Yeah.
Do you like?
Mash 'em
'cause
up
I
and
was
put 'em
This
Microwave.
won't be an issue for you then.
I was wondering like.
Oh no, I'd always have a banana on hand, but I wouldn't be wanting it to get bruised and mashed up because I wouldn't eat it mashed up. That's gross.
You're not pulling an Evan in the microwave.
No, I eat it. I wait till it turns yellow. I eat it.
Do you open
Fresh,
from the
unmicrowaved.
monkey end or the person end?
The stem end.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Monkey and or the person.
Monkeys open it from the other end.
Which makes more sense.
Yeah, I saw
actually.
that in a 5-minute crafts video. That's,
you hold it
that's
here-
the best way to do it.
Oh, that's a grip.
That's the grip, and then you just pull it from there, and you can open
You
it
just
from here.
squeeze it and it splits open, and apparently it has less stringy bits.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't personally like bananas, so I have not.
Yeah,
The
right. So
problem is
you
that
wouldn't.
it
you wouldn't
keeps
have
the
a banana
manky
on
bit
it.
in the end. That bit.
Yeah, the
All right.
seed. Is it seed?
Maybe we should.
It's a seed. Have you seen original bananas that used to be full of seeds?
What?
Yeah, heaps of seeds.
What?
Yeah, if you Google
So messed up.
original banana, you'll get a scare. They're so full of seeds. It would be horrible to eat an original
And
banana.
they're smaller, thicker skin. They're not
Oh,
as like
yeah.
they're crazy.
It looks like a horrid time.
Thankfully, God changed them to make them better for us.
Thanks.
Thanks, God.
Thanks, God. Oh, that's funny because they're always talking about how a banana is perfect because it sits
Yeah.
in your hand and
Oh
We GM'd them.
brutal.
People like GM's bad. It's like, put down your banana. Put the banana down.
We did it.
Put the banana down.
Why did you do that? You got a thing right there.
It's perfect for it.
Because I have a real gun in this situation and the banana is just as dangerous. Do you understand my joke?
All right, I get it now.
Yeah.
I work in layers. You wouldn't get it. You wouldn't get a thumb head.
I do more like observational stuff, but like things everyone can get. I'm more relatable,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Calls it as he sees it.
Calls it as I sees it.
Is that why you made that dick joke before?
Yeah, that's right. Because I thought not everyone's going to get this. I better put it out there.
Hang on, I feel like we're staying worm. That's really not close enough to the edge.
We can say dick.
Should we, maybe we should move on?
No.
Yeah. No.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, yeah.
Unless anyone else has anything else to say about this patent application?
I think it's stupid.
Would you
waste of
grant them
time.
this patent?
Yeah, what? Yeah, if you want to
Yeah, sure.
If I'm working at the patent office, they're like, can I do this? I'm like, yeah, sure.
course.
I'm getting paid.
Yeah.
Have it. I don't think anyone else wants it. And if someone else wants it, they can come to me. I work at the patent office. And I'm still getting paid to deal with them. So I'm like, no, someone's already filed one. What are you going to do?
More money for
Oh
the
my god, what are you going to do?
No. Do I have to take overtime at the patent office? No. Lodge one. No, literally lodge one. Lodge one right. Can you get a patent office sim?
Now that would be a good game, and you could use the phone for it as well.
Yes.
Hello, patent office.
I already hung my phone up. It's disposable.
Yeah.
Hello, patent office.
Heard too many, deciding phone calls.
Yeah.
Right.
Everyone gets one.
Yeah.
But it
What's
makes
that?
It extra
I'm fired. No. Call back.
Is it a callback, or did you just say the joke from before again?
Yeah, calling back Cassandra. That's a callback.
It's a
But you-
callback.
no, but I think it's a callback if there's a different setup. But you just redid the setup and the punchline.
No. Callback. You just.
Punchline, no, he didn't hang the phone up. It's different. He wasn't as
Different.
risky with it.
Oh right, he didn't do the punchline.
And I was at the patent office.
You're right, that is different.
Oh, patent office. Yeah.
It was a different place. Patent office. We weren't there before.
Oh, so you remove
Were you there?
you remove the punchline and you alter the setting. So you it's like pulling a flower out, not the roots, and putting it in a vase.
Yes.
And saying,
And
welcome
ripping
to my
the petals
garden.
off.
Yeah.
Yep. And having just a stem. And going, how nice is this? Happy anniversary.
I've lost track.
Look on your face. Okay.
Like this. Why are they doing that again? Stop it, everyone! Move it on.
Taxi Chaos is a spiritual successor to the Crazy Taxi series, which rose to popularity over 20 years ago with its Dreamcast release. So does Taxi Chaos faithfully recreate the fun of the original, or is it just a pale imitation? Let's take a look at the trailer.
Hey, taxi! I'm late for the movies. To the cinema, please.
Let's get this bread.
Thanks for the lift.
Glad to make it in one piece.
Over here. Big pump, por favor.
Now that's a cut.
Is there no speed limit in the city?
Watch out! Here we go!
That was a look at the trailer for Taxi Chaos. Do you guys play Crazy Taxi back in the day?
No.
Yes.
No, I hadn't heard of it.
You hadn't heard of it?
No.
Wow. What, were you playing video games back then?
Back when?
This is 20 years ago, about the year 2000 is when it came out.
No.
Okay.
Mario? Well, Mario.
That's what I mean.
Pokemon.
Like this is Nintendo 64.
Oh, you're
this
a
is like
gamer.
Game Boy time. That's legitimate.
Game Boy?
The
It
It was
Dreamcast-
Game Boy time. You are
yeah,
correct.
The
Game Boy
Dreamcast
time.
wasn't, as
I had a
successful.
PS1.
Okay, good. What were we playing on PS1 back in the day?
Maybe not in 2000, but the Spice Girls game?
Oh my god, was it
Okay.
good?
No. I didn't even know how to. I watched someone play it on YouTube recently. It's really bad. Croc,
Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Gex. A lot of reptile-based games.
Did you have a PS2?
Spyro.
Crazy Taxi got a release on PS2.
No, I never played this. But I did play, you said it's also similar to Simpsons Hit and Run. I did play that.
Yeah, Simpsons Hit and Run is the same basic mechanics, which they were sued over and they settled out of court.
Really?
Yeah.
Lol.
Wow.
It was a very popular game, right?
Which one?
I had it. Simpsons
Hit
Hit
and
and
Run.
Run.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because I had the Simpsons license. The very first PlayStation game I ever bought was The Simpsons Wrestling, and I bought that before I even had a PlayStation. I bought that game.
Wow.
That,
What, you
So-
just had the game at home?
Yeah.
And then what did you do with it? Pretend, like hold it to your head and go, "Ah," and try to imagine the game.
I just sort of.
a full colour rules book, so that would have been minutes of fun for you.
Read the
Read the booklet. You don't get that these days.
booklet?
Little, yeah.
read the credits.
I just, I was excited to have it.
That's really sweet, Evan.
Then again,
What?
a treat for you was a warmed up mashed banana. So I guess a game you can't play is just fucking.
Yay!
Yay! I had a Dreamcast and I had this game.
Okay, great.
Yeah. I don't know why you asked everyone else here. I'm the oldest person who definitely would have the most chance. Hey guys, when you were 2, did you play this game? No? Okay. How about Xavier? You were 28. I wasn't 28. I think I was
Cass,
like
you would have been like 7 or 8 years
Yeah.
old when this came out?
Yeah,
and that's old enough to have it. You had a console, you had a Nintendo 64,
At
right?
7, you have a
No, I
Dreamcast and Crazy Taxi when you're 7 years old.
Look, I don't know.
Have you hung out with a 7-year-old recently?
I'll
They're not playing Crazy Taxi.
I'll point out, I didn't have it, but I really, really wanted it. I remember, I actually...
How old were you at the time?
I guess 11, 12?
Okay.
11,
That's
12.
Yeah, 12.
That's gaming age.
That's gaming age.
I probably didn't get a Game Boy until I was a bit older, actually.
Yeah, right, okay. Interesting.
I think my older sisters had a Game Boy, and I played that sometimes. Pokemon Red,
Oh, yeah. It's exciting.
Game Boy Color.
I actually remember this from the display in EB Games. We would go past EB Games, they had a Dreamcast display, and this
You're
was
like
one of the
the
games.
kid who wasn't allowed candy. I hear it's really good.
Did your dad drop you off at the arcade with no money and you just walk around going, doo, doo, doo. Are you playing? No. Sorry, you can play. Oh. I've got 8 hours to kill.
No.
Scene. It's horrendous. Little mashed banana in a Ziploc bag.
Have your mashed banana and be quiet, boy.
I won't heat it up, it'll get warm in your pants. That was a bit weird.
Yeah, it went weird.
But hey, we're all riffing together, okay? This is a riff that we all work together on. It's not, we're not against each other,
Yeah, it's
okay?
kind of like a group project.
It's a group project.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You feel like you're really struggling to sign other names on it.
Yeah, a bit like that. I just feel like some people are putting in more effort than others.
Just having a flash right before the deadline where you're like, what if I just emailed the teacher? What if I told them? What if I said, these are the parts I did, and I let them figure out the rest? You're like,
Take it out from there.
I would like to have friends, though.
It's all about just setting the right expectations. You just got to make sure that you're in a group with people that have the same goals as you.
So really, this is your failing.
Why?
Because you picked this.
Oh, I see. Okay.
This group does not work well.
I guess we didn't have that discussion before the show.
But again, that would be on you if it fell on someone.
I suppose if.
That's why it's hard to be the leader of a group project.
Yeah, right. Maybe we should have had a chat before the show and just worked out what is everybody's goals. How funny do we want the show to be?
Yeah. So I've been going for funny,
Right.
but I feel like some people.
I'm going for funny. That's all I'm going for.
Then you said he should just heat up. His dad would tell him to heat up a banana
That's
in his pants.
funny. Yeah.
And that's just weird.
No, it's good. The idea
keep
that
it
his
funny.
dad's trying to save money by giving him a bag with banana in it and say, it'll warm up in your pants. Come on, dude.
We weren't that hard up for cash. Mum and Dad bought me a PlayStation game. I didn't have a PlayStation.
You know, we're not.
Why did they do that?
I really wanted it.
Did they understand that
And
they
we were at
needed a
Fox
PlayStation?
Studios in Sydney, and there was a Simpsons shop.
Oh, is this when you weren't there because you won a little prize?
Yes.
Want a little prize?
And I thought.
Play the clip.
And
Play it now.
The lights, camera, Fox, Kids, Take Two, Lego Grand Prize goes to Evan Munro-Smith! Come on!
Oh, we'd like to thank all our family and all our friends again, and Fox Kids again. This is great, thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, give them a big round of applause.
Anyway, I thought that...
Evan, why don't you have that same haircut anymore? It looks real good.
Did it?
Yeah, I liked it.
What
Go
happened
back
to
to
the other
that.
shirt?
Yeah, that shirt was good.
Wait,
Back
no.
the old Evan, the cool Evan.
Smooth, Evan.
Smooth Evan.
I was 12.
Yeah, and you were cooler back then.
Anyway, we won.
He's pretty
We
cool.
won the
Look
thing.
At his double espresso milk.
Yeah, he's drinking
I'm
a whole
a big
7
boy.
You're a big boy.
Big boy.
Give him a coffee milk.
Just so everyone knows, Evan's is currently drinking 750 mils of milk right now.
He's
Sounds
working
like
his
a
way
lot.
through
It's
it.
just one.
No, it
It's
is. It
huge.
sounds like a lot because it's a lot. Evan,
Right.
that's nearly a
quarters of a
liter of
litre.
milk.
Nearly a litre of milk.
Anyway, we won the thing, and so as a reward, we, on top of the many prizes that we won, Mum and Dad bought us a PlayStation game.
But no PlayStation.
Well, ultimately we got a PlayStation because we needed something to play the game on.
Yeah.
It was sort of a backdoor way to getting a PlayStation.
That's a long
It
con.
was going to happen.
Yeah, they're like, you can pick out one thing, and you pick out a keychain for a Ferrari.
Anyway, point is, I didn't own a Dreamcast with Crazy Taxi as a kid,
So this was on Dreamcast.
but I had played it. Yeah, I mean
I didn't
it's a
even
long.
know that Dreamcast was a
series.
console.
What?
Oh, God.
Dreamcast is one of the best consoles out there.
Then why haven't
Really?
you heard of it?
Why haven't you heard? I
Oh,
don't know.
because Sega fucked up with their 2 previous consoles, which was so bad that they already sort of were losing so much money. The time the Dreamcast came out, they were behind from the PlayStation, and then Xbox came out and they were out of it. They were
Yeah,
fucked.
it was
But-
between. It came out after the PlayStation and the Nintendo 64, but before the.
Xbox and PlayStation 2.
Yes, that's right.
Does
Yeah.
Sega not exist anymore?
Yeah.
No, Sega
well,
does
they
exist,
exist, but
but-
they don't make consoles.
Yeah.
This was the final one. This is its swan song. This is what we said goodbye with to Sega and Sonic and
Yeah.
all our friends.
This is one of the best consoles, you're saying.
Well, I mean, I
One
thought
that
it.
put them out of business.
Yeah, well, I mean, I thought it was great. I mean, it didn't fail because it was bad. It failed for other separate reasons, marketing
So, it
reasons.
Looks like a
and-
knockoff PlayStation.
What?
It looks the same as a PlayStation except with a worse controller.
Oh.
Your controller was weird.
Yeah, and it had VMUs, visual memory units, is that what they were? Like little memory cards with screens on them.
Also, their launches, from memory, their launch was bad as well. Like they didn't launch in every single shop. Like I think they fucked up the previous launch as well. So
I'm sure there's other YouTube videos you watch about the.
watch.
history of the
There are
Dreamcast.
thousands of videos people talking about
not
why the Dreamcast failed.
Point is, well, we're talking about
1998. Sorry,
we're talking about a game
How
that
old's
is.
the man?
it's an old thing.
We're talking about this game.
Let me tell you about the Dreamcast.
I was 72.
32 years old. I remember clearly.
We're talking about.
Okay, let's just get to it.
We're not talking about the Dreamcast.
No,
we're
we're
talking
talking
about Taxi Chaos, which is
Yes.
similar but legally distinct from Crazy Taxi, the third best-selling game on Dreamcast.
Wait, so do they have the rights to this concept now?
No, I don't believe so.
But Simpsons Hit and Run,
Yes.
No, why would you?
sued by
Oh, yeah.
Crazy Taxi.
No.
Yeah.
But then this is even closer to Crazy Taxi.
Yeah, I'd say this is probably. I mean, I don't know if there's any relationship, like any link IP-wise between the two.
I reckon what
I'd love
happened
to get
is
to the bottom of
they
it.
had
I'd
they
love
had
to
a.
figure out where the IP lays.
I reckon they had a budget that you would have for most games, like a reasonable budget that you would have for a game, and then 95% of that budget went on the lawyers making sure they won't get sued, and then 5% was on this game because it's a real piece of shit. And that makes sense now because this game sucks so much.
It actually does start to make a lot of sense because I hadn't played the Crazy Taxi before, and if this costs $50.
$50.
This, I think, is it?
Yep, it was $50 on the Switch, which
Wow.
was a shock when I started playing it
That is too much.
because you pretty much stop playing it. You play a little bit and you
Yeah.
think, oh, I wonder what the next mode is like, and it's the same.
Yes.
There are 3 modes in this game. Arcade mode, which you play, and it tickles the little part of your brain that's like hit and run, good. You get to jump in a car, very good.
Yes.
And then
Like literally
go
jump
fast.
in a car. You can jump.
Yeah, go fast, very good.
Fast fun.
Pro mode is the same game with no map.
Well, I mean, there's no map anyway,
There's no map
but
at all.
there's no arrow.
It doesn't give you any directions either. It'll just be like, take me to the library, and you're like, so I have to play this game this many times to know where the
You have
library
to learn.
You have to become a
Yeah.
pro.
You have to learn your way around the city.
It legitimately requires you to
yeah.
go pro to be able to access pro level. It wants me to learn about it, but the rest, everything else about the game is turn the brain off, and then you go pro mode, and they're like, remember.
Remember the entire map from memory,
Hey,
like
can
a
you
real
take
cab
this guy
driver.
to the library, and you're like, no.
But there is
Take this child to
the
the skate park.
there is the third mode, which is just the drive around, don't pick up passengers, no time limit, just free roam. I think it might be called something like that.
But
Then
you
can
can
just
pick
drive
up
around the city.
passengers.
Oh, can you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I tried picking up passengers in all three. Free mode is arcade mode with no finish.
Oh, with no timer.
I couldn't figure out how to
Right.
exit for a little bit, and I thought I was stuck. I was like, why haven't I
And
lost
that's the
yet?
only game you can play on your Switch now. Is just Taxi Chaos free mode.
Taxi Chaos free mode. I've got to wait for the Switch to die and hopefully reboot.
Look, even the.
It just,
Let me just say something. The reason I reckon the original Crazy Taxi on Dreamcast was popular is because it was an arcade game and you were getting to play pretty much the exact arcade game at home. But beyond that, there was nothing else to it. There's no story, there's no extra things. It was just, I'm getting to play a game at home. Now, I don't see what's the fucking point of playing this. Like, it's
this
dumb.
fucks me off.
It seems to be a mobile game, right?
Yes, yeah, exactly. 100%.
Well, it is mobile if it's on the Switch. That's my Evan impression. 'Cause that's what he told me last week.
Wow. Evan spends a lot of time in your head if he's become an alternative character, like an alternative personality, who can... I like that we get to a
He's
point...
just there to correct me. I can't
Correct
wait to
you.
have Patrick in my head as well to correct Evan. Then I'll really have the facts.
Crazy Taxi was a great game though.
Crazy Taxi was a good game,
But
but
this...
it wasn't a lot to
don't
it.
believe you.
You have to admit there wasn't a lot to it.
No, there wasn't a lot to it.
No.
But it was still more fun than this game.
Did it have a
Was it
campaign?
essentially arcade mode?
Yes,
yeah.
but there's reasons why this is not as good as Crazy Taxi.
And I'd love to hear them.
For a start, one of the great iconic things about Crazy Taxi is
The Crazy Taxi.
Taxi.
No.
Crazy.
I mean, yeah, sure. The taxis were pretty crazy.
well, yeah. Well, I mean, they were kind of low, but anyway.
They were normal. They were normal average
It was like it was a
taxis.
cool. The taxi itself was cool.
I'm looking this up. I don't
All
believe
right.
you.
Was the soundtrack? They had a licensed soundtrack with The Offspring. And
All I remember is every time you'd boot it up, it would go, yeah. You go, oh, fuck yeah, Crazy Taxi.
Oh, that's fun.
that just was
Yeah, that was you. I realise now that was actually like 50% of the game was just that.
yeah, like it
You
just
were
had a
like,
great soundtrack, and that makes a big difference, I think.
Especially because there's not much to the game.
You had more people to choose from. I think there were 5 characters.
Yeah, there were more characters. This one only has 2, Vinny and Cleo.
It's insane that you can do anything with technology these days, and they were like, cut it back.
Yeah.
Yes,
Let's
like
put less in.
Less.
license some music. Or
Looks like Fortnite. I hate it. It's so ugly.
I think I would genuinely enjoy this better if it were a mobile game. Like, imagine if every single time you failed your arcade mission, which I want to do on this, I'm not very good at it. But then you finish it, it shows you an ad for 15 seconds, you're like, where's the button? Where's the bleh. And then you don't have to pay anything, but because you're paying with your attention, you're like, oh, I'm still getting the thing where I have to pay something for the arcade.
So you're saying this would be better if you had to watch an ad?
Genuinely, yeah. Because then it's not $50 on the
right.
Switch, and then you still get the thing where you have to mentally reset because you're playing an arcade game. You're like, oh, where's my money? But it's free.
It's a sign of a bad game.
What's my
You just-
time worth?
you want some ad breaks to break up the shit gameplay.
Yeah, this game would be cool if I didn't have to play it so much.
How about this but less?
I think so another reason why I think this is less fun than the original Crazy Taxi is that I don't think the map is as good. So because in the original Crazy Taxi this is so much like flatter. Crazy Taxi had a lot of like slopes and stuff. It was a lot more fun just to
So you
drive
can actually
around.
jump and stuff.
Yeah, I mean you couldn't actually jump.
You'd launch off a
Yeah, but
slope.
you'd get air, and
The
there were like
roads were
three
wider,
ways
weren't they?
and
Wasn't
stuff.
it wider? And the perspective was more fisheye from memory. Like it was
maybe.
You had a really
Does
sort
look
of
kind of
wide
sad.
feeling to it. Like, this one just sort of feels like any sort of third-person driving game.
Yeah,
While-
Crazy Taxi was, it just felt faster, more hectic. And yeah, you could get air, you could, like, it was just more verticality to it.
Yeah.
Whereas this is, it's a grid, it's a city grid, mostly.
Jump.
And you can jump over traffic and stuff, which is it's fun. But it's just driving around isn't quite as. Although I have to say, I think the driving in this it actually feels pretty good. Like the mechanics of it, actually, for an arcadey driving game, I actually think is kind of fun. What is going on over here?
Tazo won't leave Bec alone.
It just keeps trying to unplug the camera.
No, we need the
Tazo,
camera plugged
come
in.
here, honey. Have a banana. I'm sorry, he's always trying to unplug wires.
He doesn't want the show to happen. It's fair enough.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I
you were
thought
saying.
that the driving mechanics were actually pretty good. I was pretty pleased. Like when I first started playing the game, I'm like, oh, this is good. It's just from there on, it kind of just went down.
Well, that's the thing. You start playing, you're like, and then nothing else happens.
Yeah.
You're left
Yeah.
with that first feeling and nothing builds.
I don't like the fact that there isn't a mini map because when I'm driving in
Oh,
real
yeah.
life, I like to know what my next turn's going to be, and you don't know until I guess that's part of it.
Well, another
think
kind of
part
That's what makes it chaotic.
I think part of it is like they want you to learn the map yourself. Whereas,
It does seem
because
a-
even Mario Kart, because obviously it's full of shortcuts and things like that and sneaky things to do, but I would think that a mini map would help because you could still figure out the shortcuts. It's not like they're obvious either. Also, I felt it rude when you start playing, and I played as Cleo, and one of the passengers gets in and they're like, I think you should turn here. And Cleo's like, you think you know better than a taxi driver? And I'm like, well, I'm actually not feeling that confident at the moment. Can I please go the way that she's suggested?
The arrow at the top, it actually behaves a little bit differently, I think, to the original Crazy Taxi. From memory, because this one it wants to guide you around corners. Because, when you've got directional arrows in games, there'll either be like an absolute, that's where it is, like it's northeast
it'll
of
be
here.
more like a cardinal direction.
Or is it telling you to go, where to, turn and stuff. So,
I don't know what's wrong with you.
Gonzo's trying to eat, a banana?
I
He
gave
cannot.
Tazo a banana. He sat the banana at the foot of the camera so he could keep an eye on the camera cord as well. And then Gonzo just picked it up and took it away. And Tazo loves banana, but he's really interested in dismantling his camera.
Gonzo cannot seem to get this down.
No, he
Does Gonzo
can't.
have teeth?
He doesn't have as many teeth as he should have.
Okay. No, genuine question,
not his
because I'm
fault.
looking at what's coming out of
Yeah,
his
the
mouth.
banana goes in, it gets chewed, and then it comes out exactly the same size. Like,
Yeah.
doot, 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 and back out again, and nothing's happened
Almost like
to
a
it.
wood leveler.
Yeah. Anything, it's not being chewed up, it's just being flattened out.
Yeah. Oh, he's making Evan's dessert.
Tazo, come here.
Evan, look!
Evan,
Mashed up banana! Oh!
Ah, you warm it in the pocket of the mouth.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's
Dark.
gross.
Dark, and then we'll get you a game for a console you don't have. Sorry, keep going.
I was one thing I noticed in this game is just how lucrative it is being a taxi driver in this.
You make a
in this
lot of
world.
money. I played it for like 3 minutes and made $6,000.
Yeah.
$8,000.
Wow, I made
You don't always have to
$9,000.
top me every single time. No,
I actually don't, but it happens, doesn't it?
Guys,
it's not real money!
How much did you make?
Sandra, what were you saying?
I made memories.
That's true.
So
Okay.
That's true.
And I made an opinion. I feel like we're focusing on the wrong thing.
That's more important in life.
You're the biggest loser out of all of us. I stay
Because I come away with nothing. My opinion, worthless. My time, gone as I think of it. I have nothing to be buried with.
But then there was I picked up a passenger who was like, how do you make a living as a taxi driver? Meanwhile, I'm charging them thousands of dollars for this one fare. I don't know what and this was, I was playing as Cleo, who's like what is she, like a DJ or an influencer sort of a situation?
She loves the hashtags.
Yes, she's very cool. And she's like, I've got like 20 side gigs.
Did anyone choose Vinny?
I played as
Why would you
both.
choose Vinny?
I chose Vinny by accident at one stage, and I think he said like, ah. And I was like, oh, okay.
It was a bit of a stereotype I mean, they're both stereotypes.
Hooray!
Was he Italian American?
I think he was, yeah, like
Wow.
an Italian.
Hey,
American
want to get a
taxi
slice? Something like that.
Well, we are in. We're in New Yellow City. It's not New York City. It's
What? New Yellow City.
I
Yellow
love it
City.
when games are
NYC.
like, how do we say it's New York, but just change it a little bit. Every
Not
game.
Oh, you're going to
Really
get sued
spent-
by the New York?
There must be some law, because why are they doing it?
I guess in this case they don't have to make it realistic. Like if they're not pretending it's New York, then it doesn't have to be.
But it's close enough.
It's
Why not just call it
NYC.
frickin' New York?
Yeah,
It
New
does
Yellow
seem to
City.
have some New York landmarks, as far as I can tell.
All the ones out of copyright.
It doesn't have the M&M store, otherwise they'd get in a lot of trouble.
But I don't know if you guys noticed, but the dialogue gets quite repetitious. There's not a lot of dialogue.
Look, I
every
played
time
it for probably like 2 minutes and then started playing Demon Souls because I'm playing it on your PS5 and I was like, fucking, I'm not playing this shit anymore. Demon Souls! And God, I mean, even just the first few seconds of Demon Souls was just amazing.
Is that all you got before I walked through the door and I was like, get off, I need to
Get
play
off
the
it, I
game.
gotta play this, I gotta play the game! And I was
forgot
like,
to play the game.
and I was like, yeah, sure, you go, Naomi. And then when I turned around, I was like, fuck, it's fucking bullshit. I play Demons, I'm having a great time. She comes in, ruins it. Under my breath, quietly.
Giving little kicks to the stage.
Bullshit.
Oh my god!
Fuck, I can't even play it.
You can play Demon Souls later, it's fine.
You can play it after your mashed banana.
Once you finish your liter of milk,
Oh, I feel so sick.
Gonzo, finish your mashed banana.
I also felt like it was always over too quickly. Like in arcade mode, it was only ever lasting like 2.5 minutes.
Right? I could only ever get one fair done.
Yeah, right.
and some of the fairs seem to be timed differently.
Yeah.
So you pick up a long fair and it's like, well, I guess this is my one thing. Also, something that confused me and that I didn't like, you could jump and I'm like, cool, you can...
What's?
Tazo. Sorry about him.
Did you knock over a vodka cruiser?
Oh, no. Why would I have a vodka cruiser under the desk? That would be lame.
Sorry, I must have.
Tazo, no, don't, because you'll...
That's my milk.
Also, please, don't ruin the milk.
Not the milk!
As you were saying.
Oh, just every time you jump, if you jumped, it would say combo ×1. And so one of the fairs, I saw how many jumps I could do. I got to 30 something.
Oh, well done.
I don't know what difference that made.
So it didn't change the money at the end? It was just like, you're just doing
Not
some
to my
combos.
noticing. Maybe I simply didn't look at it. But if you kept jumping, because I jumped, and then I jumped again later, and like a few seconds later, I wasn't mashing the key. It was like combo ×2, and I'm like, we'll see how far this goes. 30, 32.
Just wait, in a week's time, you get an email that said, hey, by the way, you got 30 combos from Taxi Chaos. They email you your combos.
Have some points.
Here's some points. Hey, by the way, don't forget to play Taxi Chaos.
Hey, you want to go to brunch? I'm waiting on my points.
My points.
Once my combo points come through, I should be able to afford
That'll be
it.
good.
Yeah, it's sort of it's a weird one. I think.
It's no, not weird. Dumb. It's a dumb one.
I think Crazy
dumb-
Taxi, the way the timer worked, I think was a bit different. Like kind of similar, but kind of different. Like in this one, you have a game timer, which is like, I think, maybe it starts at like 30 seconds or something, or 60 seconds. Then you pick up a fare, and your game timer goes up, and it starts a fare timer, but the amount that the game timer goes up is less than the fare timer. So even if you keep picking up fares, you will eventually run out.
Oh, okay.
Right? Which is kind of fine because, it has to end somewhere. But it means you can't really...
Watch out. Your milk!
Hello.
So I just really drifted off as Evan keeps talking about this and how it works, and all I can hear is Tasso going, just keep tapping around the table. It was
Oh,
really
that's cute.
just tap, 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 and then the fare goes up, but tap, tap, tap,
Oh my god, is that a second Evan?
That's true, my
right
voice.
here.
I just felt like no matter how well I played, like even if I got people there well ahead of the fare timer, the game timer was still against me, and you would still have time left on your fare. But if the game timer runs out, then it's game over, right?
Yeah, so you could
That's
pick
not
up...
fun.
It doesn't feel.
Doesn't
It
sound
just
like
doesn't feel
fun.
fair. Whereas I feel like in Crazy Taxi, if you pick up someone towards the end of your game timer, like it still works the same way. But I'm pretty sure it gives you enough, like the amount of time that it has in the fare. Or I'm pretty sure it's balanced
A
differently.
little bonus time that you got just enough time to go to another fair, and if you got that completed in time, you got a little extra time. But if
felt like-
eventually you'd run out if you
Yeah.
took too long on every single fair.
Yeah, or if you took too long to get another fare after you finished one and stuff, it felt like there was a bit of like strategy there. Whereas this just feels like no matter how well I play, I'm still only going to get like maybe 2 or 3 minutes before my game timer just runs out, and that's the end of it.
Yeah.
That-
Do you think maybe they said, let's call it Taxi Chaos, and everyone's like, great. And then any problem they encountered, like, will this be fun? They're like, well, it's chaos.
That's the answer to everything. But wait, that sounds like annoying and not fun to do. Chaos.
I guess we're being a little chaotic today.
I genuinely feel like with a few tweaks here and there and a lower price tag, this could be worthwhile.
Crazy Taxi.
Yes, but I mean, it could.
With a few tweaks, a couple of ads in the middle, and maybe like never playing it. It could be really fun.
But the stuff that bothered me really was like, I mean, that mechanic, that problem with the timer. I feel like that's a really easy tweak that they could do. They could rebalance that so that you get a bit more time out of the arcade mode, and make it feel a bit more like you can actually do better. Like I just felt like no matter what
building mechanics aren't there.
Yeah. It just felt like it's going to run out, and it just doesn't feel fun or like gamified or whatever. Like if
It's kind of like playing an actual arcade game.
right where it's
It's like unsatisfying, and it's just you have a go at it, and then you lose, and you're like, hey.
yeah, exactly.
That's why I'm like, put an ad in there, so I at least feel like I'm getting punished.
Because I don't especially feel like I want to get better at it. I certainly don't ever want to play the pro mode. I bailed immediately.
Why don't you start modding this and then release a mod for it?
Yeah.
First Gamey game mod.
Which is what?
A better version of this. We
Just make those tweaks.
Why would we do that?
Because Evans is good at tweaking. He's
make it a
tweaking.
better game.
Make it a better game. Look at
So
this
Is
guy.
it worth it?
Yeah, look at this guy. He could do it. If
The
anyone
hope
could
in
do
his
it.
eyes.
The hope in his eyes and his skills.
I don't
His
know
one
what.
dream is to make Taxi Chaos a good game.
Yeah. It's always been your dream since you were at Fox
gonna
Studios and you won and you got a little game.
Well, I mean,
You love Orange One.
Yeah.
I'm
Orange One. Yeah, that's the dev,
that's
and the
the
publisher's
publisher.
Orange One.
The publisher, you love the
The
publisher.
developers were
Orange One.
Team 6 Game Studios.
I
No wonder it's not good because they're Team 6, not Team 1, or Team 2, or 3, or 4, or 5.
This fact sheet's saying it's $35.
It's
Is that 35
I
US?
think it might be US.
Okay.
I think I paid maybe $39 on the PlayStation Store, but things tend to be a bit more pricey on Switch, so I'm not surprised if
What's the
it's extra.
Switch Premium?
I don't know. You get to play it on Switch.
It's smaller.
The Switch tax.
Cost more.
Yeah, you can
Good
take
things
it.
come in
from-
small
You
packages.
can take it anywhere.
That's it. It's like a mobile game. I'm quite. I just really wanted it to be good because I'm nostalgic for Crazy Taxi. I think I just remember that being a great game, and so when
We know, that's why you made us all play it.
when I saw that this was out and there were no other good games to talk about this week, I thought let's play that and see if it's any good. And I really wanted it to be good. I really wanted to like it and enjoy it. And I do like. I'm still on board for this game. I want it to be good. I think the bones are there. It's just, it feels, unpolished. It needs some work. And even the bloody, I don't know if anyone, probably no one else noticed the problems with the copy at the start of the game. It really needed proofreading. There's some bad punctuation in there.
Not
there
the
was
copy.
There was a sentence that was just cut off. You're like, what? Did they not? It's right at the start of the game. Did they not read the
No,
text?
but once again, that sounds like a bit of chaos to me.
I mean, it is chaos. They're embodying the chaos.
Hello.
Hello,
And
what's
Evan,
chaos?
I say this to you with kindness, but it sounds like you're not in love with Taxi Chaos. You're in love with the idea of Taxi Chaos.
Wow.
And I don't think it's fair for you to put these expectations onto Taxi Chaos for what you want it to be, because you are still in love with the other one.
Crazy Taxi.
Crazy Taxi.
Strong words.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is
You're
involved.
not dating Crazy Taxi. You're dating Taxi Chaos, okay? And you're just going to take chaos for what it is.
Exactly. And if you don't want to do that, that is fine.
Yeah.
Not every Taxi game is made for every person.
Yeah.
But we can't try and make Taxi Chaos into something it isn't. You know?
Yeah. I reckon it would have been more
Not
realistic.
Crazy Taxi.
Yeah, I know, but I just feel like it is inviting that comparison.
I reckon it'd be more realistic as
Ow.
well if
A name in what way? Is Taxi Chaos reminding you of Crazy Taxi?
One's crazy, one's chaotic. And we
Okay.
can now see that's really different.
yeah, that's huge.
Couldn't be more different.
There's a massive difference between the two. We realised. I think also if
this
we could.
this ad is saying meet crazy passengers. You shush.
Yeah.
This is suggesting that that it's the customers that are crazy, not the taxi itself.
Oh, the taxi is chaotic.
The taxi's
It's
chaotic.
the customers who are
customers are
crazy. There's
crazy.
nothing wrong with the taxi.
There are actually multiple taxis you can unlock. That's interesting, right?
Well, I didn't get to that stage.
And I'll never find out
it's
what they are.
It's not interesting.
Well, I read this, and some of them aren't taxis. So how are people going to know?
That's a good point.
So I just collect people. Okay, they are crazy then. They're just getting into my car.
Yeah. that's
Especially right after you run them over and they go, hi, I'd like to go to the library.
I do like how they flip. They look like if you just really went through Gumby with a snowplow. And cool square this.
They're good as new.
Yeah.
Bouncing a baby on its head. It'll probably be fine.
Whoa.
That was really close to the beer.
That was the point.
Once again, just mind games. Stop. I'm being destroyed this episode. Absolutely destroyed.
That's less a mind game and more like the real life game of basketball.
True. But you don't realise my mind is in here. Evan,
You know what they say about basketball? Play the player, not the game.
Exactly. I reckon it's been more realistic if the taxi driver spent the whole time bitching about Uber. Am I right? Huh? You know,
would
like,
be
do you ever take those
more
Ubers?
realistic.
So what's wrong about them? You don't get insurance. I don't give a shit. I'm in the taxi. Stop talking about Uber.
Yeah, maybe this game just isn't relevant anymore. In a
Yeah. It should be
Uber
crazy
world.
Uber.
Isn't relevant anymore.
That's my
It
problem.
is weeks old.
When Crazy Taxi came out, I was like, yeah, I get it. And this, I can't connect to it culturally, and that's my issue with the game.
They should make a game where it's crazy Uber, but the whole time the person's sort of like losing money and they get in a car accident and they can't afford to pay for the bills because they're a sole trader. Go
Yeah.
home and it's like, aren't you making any money? It's like, oh, I fucked up my car. And it's
Yeah, and I can't get sick leave.
I get sick leave.
I'm technically a contractor,
Yeah.
even though I work pretty much over full time and get paid less than minimum wage. That does sound fun.
That's a fun
It is
game.
a stark contrast to this game where in a matter of a few minutes you will make up to like
Thousands of
$10,000.
Real kick in the face to the real drivers
Maybe
out
this
there.
is big taxi.
Maybe it is.
Big taxi propaganda trying to get people to
That
get
makes
back
sense.
into the taxi game.
That makes sense.
They're not wanting people to. Oh, maybe. Okay, let's make the game Evan wants. Let's create the true taxi game Evan loves, but let's make it Uber, and let's
Okay.
put a unionized feature in there.
Yeah.
We'll put a strike option. We will put bikes.
Okay.
That
We will
sounds
put
good.
Uber. And I feel like the challenge of the game will be when Uber Pool comes around.
Yeah.
And you have to.
pick up multiple and try and get them to, and then you have to
that'd
tell
be
someone.
fun.
You have to walk from here and you're like, what the fuck?
Could you do Uber Eats as well? Just pick up some food from a restaurant and then take it to somebody's house?
That'll be good. And then every now and then at random, someone picks it up and they're like, "This isn't actually what I ordered," and you're like, "I think you're gonna have to call the restaurant. I can't."
Yeah, I can't change this. I got nothing to say. You're gonna have to call Uber and talk to them.
If you call the restaurant, I have another order that's back in that. I can take it back, but someone might be able to bring you a new one. I would just call. If you just call the, I'm sorry. But if you call the okay. Yeah, I have to go. Please just cancel that. Please don't leave me 1 star. I don't want a thumbs down. I'm trying. Yep.
You've made $2. And the more you play the game, the lower your wage gets.
Yeah. It just gets worse and worse.
You level up, money down.
You get a little pop-up notification that just tells you like the CPI for the year is rising up. It's like, that's gone up by 3%. And it's like, oh, what are my wages? They're like, no.
That gets
Wages
worse.
go down. That's how they get the CPI. I understand how the market works.
The economy.
Free market.
Yeah.
It's good. It's free. Everyone can access it. That's good.
Yeah.
We all have a chance.
Anyway, if you want to give Taxi Chaos a go, it's available on Switch.
I think everyone who's watching this right now is going to run out and buy it.
Maybe they're as nostalgic for Crazy Taxi as I am.
Why wouldn't you just go and get Crazy Taxi then?
Yeah,
Yeah,
what are
you
the
can
options
just do that.
So,
Yeah, and that's on
you can just-
Steam, isn't it?
I think it might be on Steam.
Taxi on Steam.
It's on Xbox.
is it on Switch?
I think. Oh, I don't know. I think there is a version playable on Xbox though. If you want to
Get that.
I mean, this obviously looks more modern than the Crazy Taxi was
doesn't
released
look-
20 years ago.
This doesn't look good to me.
But if you compare it to Crazy
looks
Taxi,
like a
it looks
mobile
much
game.
nicer.
yeah, but that has the value of Crazy Taxi is the nostalgia.
And the Offspring.
Just
I
the way
Yeah,
it
and
looks.
the Offspring, and it has that old nostalgic look. It's like,
Yeah, right. Okay.
well,
Well,
that bad. It's like Jet Set Radio Future. It has that sort of slightly cell shaded sort of look. Like it's like a cartoon and box.
Old
Yeah,
GTA.
yeah.
Yeah. It's
all right. Go if you want to play.
yeah. Come on, dude.
All right. If you want to play Crazy Taxi, you can do that. If you want to play Taxi Chaos,
You can do that.
you can also do that. It's as we said, I think it's
you
39
wanna-
Australian dollars on the PlayStation Store if you want to buy it on there.
Play a banana. You can.
on
You
Switch.
will be able to do that
If
soon.
you want to get a bowl of water and put a whole bunch of ice in it and then keep your hand in there for a while, you can also do that. Like, there are lots of things we could do.
And no one can
what you
stop
want.
you.
You
Do
can
what
just
you want.
put a whole banana in the microwave, we found out.
Yeah.
And,
not
and a
what-
man can drink a litre of milk in a sitting.
Yeah, if you want to have...
I haven't gotten
How
there
are you
yet.
going, Evan?
Caffeinated.
I'm like 2/3 of the way through, maybe.
So that's okay. That's half a litre. That's half a litre of milk so far. If
All
you're
right.
2/3 of the way through
Yeah, all right.
750,
No, you're right. You're right.
500,
You can do maths. It's fine.
half a litre of milk.
Oh, is it? Is it okay if women do maths?
Evan.
Are you all right with that?
Yeah. Yes.
You permit it?
Yep. That's allowed.
But Evan's pissed off because you for a second didn't think it was that. You were like, no! Okay, no, it is. Okay, it is. You're right. And you
Yeah,
don't
you
want anyone
sound
doing
like
maths around here.
Every guy in my engineering degree, whenever I said something, that's what he sounded like just then.
So, go check
Hey,
out.
Gonzo, do you want
Taxi
to
Chaos.
stop scratching at that big screen?
Don't break the television, Gonzo.
Oh, but he wants to get in the Taxi Chaos.
A few things. It's International Women's Day when this is released.
Oh, that's exciting.
All right, we'll cut that bit out.
And then
Cut it out.
Crazy Taxi is $10 on Steam. If you want to say that.
All right, Crazy Taxi. Bex just let us know. Crazy Taxi is $10 on Steam if you want to give that a go.
Just get that.
And also, Happy International Women's Day for Monday.
Can you say that with a smile, please?
Happy International Women's Day.
There we go. It's like-
I put it to you that International Women's Day is without a doubt the worst day to be a woman.
Really? Not fun?
A
I
lot of questions.
hate it. I hate it
Are
so
all the questions
much.
about International Men's Day?
Yeah. Well, no, it's just a lot of men talking. For some reason, they're louder, and it's like I don't want to do this.
No, but I've got to
me
do
a
it. I've got to
break.
do a big post letting everyone know I support it. Otherwise, it's going to assume that I hate it.
Oh, and then you listen to the news
a
in the
lot of
morning, and
pressure.
it's like it's International Women's Day. Here are the rates at which women are still not equal. Here it is in this field. Here it is in this field. Here are the rates of death by the husbands. And happily International Women's Day. And you go, oh, great.
It's good to have a
That
reminder.
sounds
though,
like
right?
fun.
Whee!
That sounds like a good time. I don't know why you don't like it. That sounds good.
You can't go
look
out
forward to.
without a dude at night because that's dangerous. But if you go out with a dude and bring him home, he's more likely to kill you.
Can't win.
That's fun.
That's fun.
That's fun.
And that's internationally.
That's available worldwide.
That's worldwide.
It's out now.
Hey, that's all for this week. But before we go...
Wait, Cass has something to say.
Yes?
Well, so if it's International Women's Day, this time last year, a man shouted on my phone, and I spent International Women's Day cleaning the guy's shit off.
What do you mean?
I dropped it in a drop toilet at a music festival, and then when I went to go get help, someone went in the cubicle, and we were all standing outside waiting, and then I made eye contact with the guy who shut on my phone.
Okay, to be fair, I had a real bad lunch. It was me!
I think I would just write that off. I don't think I would...
You can't just leave a phone.
Oh, you've got second non-shitty phone money, do you? Ooh.
This is the type of cunt who buys a phone every 6 months and has several on the go. Am I right?
Everyone's got burners. Everyone's got burners.
I only have one on the go, but I mean, I have spares. But... I mean, you dropped your phone in the toilet, didn't you?
Yes, but I hadn't even peed in the toilet yet.
Okay.
It was toilet. Well, I was still grossed out by it, but I got some sanitizer, that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. But a drop toilet, I don't think I can do it. I don't think.
How'd you get it out of the drop toilet?
I had to ask the people at the music festival to come and help me. I think they had a long thing with a claw on the end, and then
because it would happen a lot.
Well, and they came out holding. So my phone was like on a little wooden plinth, but they'd put it face down like it had died, and they sort of presented it to me with a lot of toilet paper, and I was like, "Thanks, I'm really sorry."
Oh my God. How did you clean at the music festival? Was there hand sanitizer around? Or?
I had brought a spray bottle of pure alcohol because I've got very sensitive ears, so if I want to wear earrings, I just put them in to kill any bugs, otherwise I get really inflamed. So a lot of the alcohol went into the phone, and I did what I could, and I had a female friend help me, and I was like, you don't have to do this. She's like, no, I'd want support if this was happening. So it was like a nice Women's Day in the end.
It's an International Women's Day thing, you know. Two women dealing with a very shitty situation.
Two women dealing with, I was cleaning a man's literal shit off my property.
That happened
I had women supporting women.
That happened to me too, but it wasn't my phone, it was my dog.
A man shat on your dog?
What?
Well, I think it was Tarzo's doing, but yeah.
He shat on himself?
No, it was a man's shit. Well, I don't know, could have been a man's shit, but he found it and he rolled around in it. And it was one of the worst days of my life, and I cried. Some people know I don't do brown, famously. I cannot even discuss it. That's why I went under the desk.
Welcome back, by the way.
That's allowed.
And I cried, and then I called some friends, and they were very sympathetic, and two of my friends, Cole and Phil of Whoa Alyssa, go see their comedy festival show, came and helped me wash Tarzo, which was very nice. Cole came straight away, Phil ate breakfast first.
That's cool, you have a ranking now of...
Yeah, I do.
It's amazing how many dudes are doing shits out there, like public shits, or just shits on phones, or just... Like, I'll say this. I'll say it. I don't shit in parks or anything like that.
Wow.
You shit where shit goes.
I shit where shit goes.
You send it straight to the sea.
Yeah. I go out to the ocean and I just sort of look around for a bit and do shit in the water.
Do you reckon if you wade out far enough, you could just, as you're walking back?
Yeah, but it's just all about what you do with your face, because you can't be like, oh, you have to be like, so no one knows what's going on.
Yeah, you got to eliminate that at the toddler years. You can tell.
Tell when someone's shitting.
Let us know in the comments if your phone
you shit.
If you draw your phone in the toilet, would you fish it out, or is that dead to you now? I don't know. People have different standards on that. It'd be interesting to see what people think of that. Because I would definitely not. Well, if in a drop toilet, that's beyond it. I would.
Yeah, that is sickening. That.
No, but it's got all your information on it. Like it doesn't like
I will say as well, it did have a glass screen protector and a full case. So both of those immediately
fine.
Right.
God
Okay.
to hell. And then I doused it in alcohol.
Okay. All right.
We gotta stop.
If anyone wants to spam me in your phone, you're allowed.
Is this the same phone you currently have?
I don't have second phone money.
I
Yes!
just thought maybe this is a historical
Get a new
If
phone!
anyone would like to buy a new phone,
Let's get
Oh my
it's legal
God.
to do and COVID safe.
Oh, it'll be much more COVID safe than what you have now.
I feel sorry for the guy because he came out of the toilet and then he exits the loo to 4 people looking at him like, just being like, and we knew that if it was a guy, it was a lot more likely that
Yeah.
it had been shat on.
It's a horrible
weren't
situation,
wrong.
and I would like to move on. This week's question is.
Yes. No, just go.
I've got some milk if you want it.
Shut up!
This week's Patreon question was from Matthew Ryan. The question is, 100 episodes in and the format is the same as it began. Will you add any other segments or additional content? Special guests, perhaps?
What are you talking about?
What is that? How dare you?
Are you bored?
What are you talking about? We just had a new segment, Shit Chat. Like, what do you mean? Like,
That's been going for a while. So
Really?
Yeah.
Since episode 1. 100 episodes of Shit Chat. How exciting.
Is it getting hotter in here, or am I just having some kind of attack?
no, I think you need to do a shit. Don't do it on a phone.
Logical response. Huh? No, I have my vodka cruiser. I'm fine. What do you mean? What do you want us to do? Fuck!
I mean, I didn't interpret it as a criticism, but
I will find if there's a way to do it. I will.
Some more, I don't know, like speaks and specs type bits, you know, like.
oh yeah, we could have a bike and you ride it. And
You're right, and
that
it
was,
plays a video game. We have to guess what the
Like
video
Saw?
game is.
Yeah.
Saw?
Oh, maybe
bike in
incorporating some
Saw.
sort. Well, that's a game.
Should we have like Saw-style punishments?
Oh,
For
okay.
game developers of games we didn't like.
We didn't like?
Do you want to
get the
play a
people from-
gamey game?
Let's put a grenade in Team 6's head and they have to undo a cage before it explodes.
Yes.
Okay.
Sounds like fun.
With that, and that is approved.
I mean,
Happening.
it's worth pointing out that the format isn't exactly the same as when we started.
No, it's much longer.
It's much longer.
Drags on much longer. First episodes were only like 20 minutes long, weren't they?
Yeah, some were even less.
I always have a conversation with my wife out of this going, yes, sorry, it took longer than I thought it would. Every single time.
I'm sorry. I try to set expectations. Anyway,
Feel bad.
I feel bad. And the other thing that's changed is we used to have 2 games on the show. Now we typically only talk about 1 game on the show.
Yeah. There's less.
The desks, the
You
desks,
get more with less.
more or less.
No, you get less with more. You get less with more.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like Chaos Taxi.
Yeah. The desk is bigger.
desk is bigger.
That's not really a format change so much as a physical, visual change.
I have curtain bangs now.
Yeah, that's.
That's another
Good.
change.
Yeah.
I mean, I've thought about doing other segments on the show. I'm happy not to, personally. I mean, it'd be interesting to see what our viewers think. But that sounds like more work to me.
Yeah.
You do enough.
And I do enough.
I don't, but I don't want to either.
Yeah.
I mean,
if any of us try and have to do anything extra, like, you know, sounds dumb.
We are doing, adding Twitch streaming to the show this year has been an interesting
Yeah.
new thing, new sort of format.
That counts as new.
Yeah, that's new.
The screens are new.
That's true. I have thought about special guests, especially because doing the Twitch thing, we could, in the Twitch after show, we could, bring in a special guest on the screen or something like that. Would be kind of fun.
That'd be cool because you'd all have to spin around and look.
Yeah, I haven't really thought about that. We'd be craning our necks a bit. We could have them down there and then everyone else.
What if you all sit on the floor? And
Back.
it would feel like, I imagine, talking to a god.
Oh yeah, we'd have
Why
big
would we
bags.
sit on the floor?
It would feel more like, well, because they're big and you're little, and I feel like sitting on the floor would make it
And you just see the back of our heads.
Yeah.
Wait, so we sit down there,
Yeah, and then
look up there,
and chat.
so in front of the desk,
Yeah.
which would block the view of the screen.
Only a little bit, and then the people would get only head up.
Right. No, that sounds good.
Like it.
No bad ideas, no bad ideas.
I think the answer to the question is, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And this show is not broken, it's fine.
That's
moving on.
tagline for Gamey Game. It's not broken, it's fine.
It's supposed to be like that. Hey, we have to thank our top patrons. Big thanks to Adam Donaghy, Adam Giambattista, Adrian Hernandez Arista, Alice, Amy G, Bellasaru, Ben Lovett, Ben Sentient Sock, Cameron Fullwood, Cameron McCorrist, Shemrath Wijaratney, Chandler the Bakerman, Christian Nordheim.
Oh, Christian Sanchez!
Great. Cypher DH, Cody, Daleks, Ruined My Day, David Bourne, David Cunningham, Decay, Dixie Dean, 17, Drew Peisner, Drew Schuller, Drew Johnson, Aaron Yetkindler, Evan S. Darling, Gay Karl Marx, Jen B, Greg Middleton, Jack F. Mufati, Jamatar, Josh Apter, Kylie Jones, Lachlan Chapman, Matthew Ryan, Marissa Layden, Moneyman Sam, Nesta Gaharo, Paul Barbie, Perry Ritter, Perry Ways Chazko, I still have no idea how to pronounce Chaz.
Google it every week with you. Message them.
I feel like I've had this conversation with Peter before and he didn't give me a clear answer. And so I guess every week I'll just go for whatever feels right. Paul Evs, Prash Chandar, Ruddlehead Jake, Rawasaw, Robbie Proctor, Santeri Rakonen, Scott Boy in the Wall, McEachin, Scott Chapman, Shabab Hayder, Sean Prague, Stephen Burke, Siraj Puri, Tic Tac Mo, 22, Vicente Chapman, yeah, and Zach Steinbacher. Thanks so much for everybody supporting the show.
Big list, that's huge.
It's a big list. It's
huge.
I believe the list grows pretty regularly, which is nice. If you want to hear your name read out on the show, literally all you have to do is sign up to the Close Personal Friend Patreon tier.
That's it.
There are some great, what are you whispering?
Nothing.
Okay. There are some great benefits to signing up. You get the episodes early. You get to join us on the Discord. You get the cheat sheets, which are worth having. A lot of fun. And you can also send in questions. So many questions. Like Matthew Ryan did. He did that. And then you can sort of vote on them and decide which one to vote. Which one we should answer. Votes. Distracting that you're doing that.
Just talk. What do you mean?
Sign up.
Distracting.
Sign up at patreon.com/gameygame. Yes. If you enjoy the show, subscribe to the channel on YouTube.
$5 more, you get a mug.
You can tell your friends, share it around.
I forgot to say, but you
remember to you can podcast the show.
Get a mug.
Search for us in whatever podcast app you use.
That works.
We also have a subreddit. You can go to reddit.com/r/gameygame. Someone posted an unflattering photo of me this week, so you can go check that out. It's just me looking very tired, and they've just taken a photo of it on their like screen and stuff. Yeah. I don't know. I prefer the content was less of that and more of like fun memes and stuff. But
that's all. I feel like that's only the content's going to be now.
You want to make a fun meme of tired Evan? Oh no, Evan's had too much milk. He's too sleepy. Oh, he's hitting the 750 mark, isn't he? Oh, he's tired, Evan.
Tired Evan. Looks like someone needs a mashed banana. We got a few there. That's ready to go. We're good.
Quick round of plugs. Naomi, your show is on the internet right now.
Yeah. Could you be more vague about that?
So I was sort of handballing that to you to do that. But if you like, it is. It's called Why You Like This. It's on ABC iView if you're in Australia, and coming to Netflix soon internationally. Apparently that date is available somewhere online if you go digging, but we can't disclose where or what it is at this stage.
I don't know what Evan's talking about.
Okay.
I have not announced the date.
No. It's not officially.
And you wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't.
No, oh my God.
But it's really soon. So if you're in the UK, stop asking. When's it coming out on Netflix UK? It's soon.
Soon. Okay, great. Xavier.
My web series is very, very close. It's so close.
Is it being like properly announced at some point soon, or
we'll announce it soon? We'll have a whole bunch of promo posters, and we're finalising the trailers and things right now as it all will come out. And
do we know where it's being released?
I can't
Or
say.
you can't say. Okay,
I
wow.
can't
all
say
right.
where it's being released. Okay,
Well, we'll
so-
we'll let you know when it's available. Also, your stand-up special is on sospresents.com.
Still on there, please get it. It's only $10 and it's a whole bunch of fun.
It's good.
That's cheaper than fucking Taxi Chaos.
Yeah.
And you'll get more out of it.
I feel like it's a fifth of Taxi Chaos's price, and it's going to be at least 5 times your joy.
Exactly.
It's really good, and it's got a little bit of Ben Russell in there. We all have Ben Russell.
Who's that?
in there.
He's a co-host
Of this show?
of this show.
Of this show.
Yeah.
I never heard of him.
Because you're only a special guest.
Yeah, go check it out. There's some other great stuff on sospresents.com as well. Which is all stuff that we've made and we're putting out there with all our friends. So it's good. Yes, go check it out. And Cass, you stream on Twitch, your Cass Paige on Twitch?
I certainly am. And on every other social media.
Oh yeah, that's
Lucky.
good. You got them all.
Yeah, I know, right?
You're the only Cass Paige. Or just the first.
Oh,
Beat everybody
I'm
else.
the first of my name. That's regal. I'm also podcast.
Yes.
So if you go to samsfansradio.com.
Cass is also podcast.
Just look up podcast.
If you've heard of those.
Just type in
Yeah.
podcast, it's the first thing you'll
Pretty
see.
impressive.
Yeah, samsfansradio.com. I do Dungeons and Dragons and talking for funnies. So shut up a second in Dungeons and Dragons. Oh, that's not what it's called. D&D is for nerds. Jump on, check us out.
What?
It's like watching a video, but you don't see anything.
Oh.
Podcasts. What an interesting idea.
Yeah. And if you're on Twitch, you could also check out Naomi, Nomstrosity with 2 I's on the end.
I'm there. I'm making a lamp. I'm making a little robot lamp
Oh yeah.
at the moment.
Making a bit of a mess, right?
Look, Evan, when you do that sort of stuff, it's weird because it's so out of character. Like, it's just...
You were so frisky.
You were
That was sassy.
That is you never like that.
Right.
That was like seeing your teacher at the movies. It was weird. Like, God. No one wants that.
No, he's right though. I had some plaster. I tried to chisel it by hand, and everyone was like, "You're gonna hurt yourself." I wasn't, but it was taking a long time. So then someone dropped off a Dremel for me to sand it with, which is a spinny
That's a
thing.
sweet scam you got going where you just go, I can't do this, and then people just send you equipment.
Yes, and then I got plaster dust absolutely everywhere.
What kind of a lamp?
It's like made out of brass wire. It's all like soldered together. It's got LEDs, and you turn it on, and it like sort of opens up like that and glows.
Wow.
And you turn it off, and it goes like. Oh, I haven't built it yet.
We're allowed to be excited
wait
for
until-
you.
Huh?
We're allowed to be excited for you. That sounds
So
wonderful.
I am excited to do it. 'cause
It might
I-
open up and then catch on fire. Like,
Well, it
That's
wouldn't.
still a functioning lamp.
true. That's still lighting up the place.
Yeah.
It's luminous and aggressive.
That's true. So you're building a version of yourself.
Yeah.
So Naomi's streaming that live on Twitch, and you also play games.
Yeah, I do.
And
And I play videos of Matthew Morrison on Glee. It's all good stuff.
and you can also find Xavier on Twitch every week doing Little Scams with
On
Ben,
Ben
Russell.
Russell's Twitch.
Yes,
on
which is a Bond
Bond
member.
member.
Bond member. So Tuesday nights, 8 o'clock usually, sometimes a bit later. And send us your scams. You got any videos of your little pets or animals you've seen, send them in and then we'll watch them. And we're usually pretty nice. If you do have birds, I don't like birds, but we're going through a thing on trying to see if I can learn to like them. So if you reckon you got a bird that I
You
might
don't like birds?
No, I don't like them.
I don't like you.
Birds?
Do you mean as a pet, personality-wise, or describe how not like?
I don't like birds' movements. I don't like
What?
their personalities. I don't like the way they're all like birds like that. They're
What do you
terrible.
think about parrots, though?
No, parrots.
Do you like birds out just in the wild? Do you ever?
No, they scare me. They're always like trying to attack.
I'm gonna take you on a
Everywhere.
bird tour.
Please, please,
I
open
take-
my eyes to birds.
I take my friends on a walk. I point out all my favorite types of birds on the walk. There's these noisy miners, and I usually walk around there because they get really mad when there's dogs around. Sometimes I take Taza down there, and they start trying to swoop him. But then once I took, they usually miss him. But then once I went there with my friend, and one just like smacked straight into him. Taza wasn't hurt, but I was like, "This is not what I meant." just go there to let them abuse my dog.
Right, and that's going to make me like the birds.
I mean, it's fun.
It does sound like fun. For a bird positive reason.
So go to Ben Russell's Twitch to go look at Little Scamps. It's a good hang. It's good fun.
I do Mondays and Wednesdays.
It's a nice chill out.
From like 5:30.
Yeah, okay.
I do Wednesday mornings, and if you bring paper, we make origami together.
Oh, that sounds nice. Sounds very chill.
Nice.
Love
Nice.
origami.
It's a good way to start my day, and for friends in the UK, a good way to end yours.
Oh.
Yeah, I use power tools and listen to conservative women talk about dressing modestly in a God-honouring way.
Okay.
And everyone loves it.
And then you get on Twitch.
Oh, and if you're on this YouTube channel, you can also check out Matt Your Heroes, which is a series that Matt Stewart is doing where he's meeting his heroes. And the latest one to come out is an interview with Damien Cowell from TISM, which is exciting.
Wow.
Oh my God.
And that was a lovely chat. We actually cut it down a lot because he was very generous with his time and just liked to hang out. It was just lovely, and it's a really great interview. And they're just good mates.
Why don't you ever talk about me like this?
What do you mean?
You ever say I'm generous with my time?
How do you know? I mean, I don't talk about you to you.
What do you say when I'm not there?
He says that. He says.
I don't know.
The other day,
There's a room in the shot. That's what he says.
I'm sure I say nice things about you when you're not around. I'm sure that happens.
Next time, just write them down.
All right, I'll keep track. Also, you can catch me and Cass Paige live at the Melbourne International Comedy Festival for a special live episode of Primates, the podcast, which is no longer going, but seems to keep coming back. So it'll be me, Cass Paige, with Matt Stewart, and also Nick Mason. It's the Dream Team.
The Dream Team are back.
Coming together, and you can catch us live at the European Beer Cafe. I think it's April 4th.
At 2 p.m?
That sounds right.
April 4 is correct.
Yeah, I think that is.
I think we've noted that
it's
one
in my
out.
calendar.
Here come those facts again.
But we'll be there, and you can be there too. So maybe look up the Primates.
Not everyone.
Well, not everyone. If you're in Melbourne, go check it out. I'm sure if you look up the Primates social media pages, I know they've been posting about it, and I'm pretty sure I retweeted it. Anyway, you'll find it, right?
Do your own work. What is it, Evan's job to tell you where his event is that he wants you to buy tickets to? Grow up.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
do that. And also a reminder from the top of the show that we are raising some money for Sansa, who's around here somewhere. Where'd she go? Maybe she's upstairs with Steph, who has butt cancer. And
Why would you say it like that?
I mean, it's a little bit fun. It's very sad.
Good God.
We're raising money.
Laughter is the best medicine.
Yeah, true.
That's right. And we're all just trying to
Not for butt cancer though, so we do need the money.
Need money.
Send in the money.
It is.
There's a limit to what laughter can do, and the limit is butt cancer.
But it is very expensive, and so if you've got some spare money and you like dogs or whatever, and anyway, you can.
I'm like Evan, obviously.
We'll be linking the GoFundMe in the description of the video, so you can go and contribute there and help out to pay for that treatment and help save Sansa. Because we love Sansa and we want to.
We love Sansa.
Very cute.
Yeah.
She waddles around the studio. We don't want to lose that.
We don't want to lose that. She's so cute.
Yeah.
If she was ugly,
Maybe if she was
she's so
ugly,
cute.
but she's cute.
isn't she?
She's great. But that is all for this week. Thanks so much for watching. You can catch us again next week. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Goodbye.